All right, welcome back to our New Year's Eve weekend show. I made Dawn stay here because it's just not a party without Dawn. She brings the fizz and the bubble.
Well, that would be nice to invite me to your party and then say, oh, go ahead and leave now.
All right, we're having the drinks. Get out, Dawn. Joining me
She
is...
wants to know how much I like to drink.
That's right, John Jacob. Thank you so much for coming. We call you an expert bartender. I put out a call for the best bartender in my town, and he was the overwhelming choice from everyone. John needs to come in.
Hi,
So
John.
you work at Nancy's, but you're going to show us a couple of different things. We know it's a holiday party. You have to have a couple of cocktails if you come to my house, anyways.
Well, right. We're coming up on the New Year's, and you want to have your party, and you don't want to make a lot of fancy multi-ingredient drinks. These are a couple of easy drinks we can do. I'm going to start off with the Nuts and Berries, which features Chambord, a black raspberry liqueur, and Frangelico, a hazelnut liqueur. And then we're going to move on to the Razzle Dazzle, which has a little bit of Ciroc berry, creme de coco, and champagne.
Okay, so
Did
let's...
you create these yourself?
The Nuts and Berries has been around for quite a while, and we're featuring this at Nancy's Italian for the holiday season.
So let's start with your first one. What is the first one that
All
we're
right,
going to have?
first one is the Nuts and Berries, and we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of ice to this.
Okay, and you know what? We're all going to slide down a little bit. Let's all slide down so we
All
can
right.
put this right
Yeah, just
underneath
put
my
closer
dark
to the
root
food.
camera.
Okay.
But
And this
they're
is
not
simply equal parts,
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna do 1 ounce of Chambord.
That looks like berry juice. My mouth is watering and all I said
dark. Okay, it's Chambord, then the Frangelico.
And then the Frangelico, and we're just gonna give it a quick stir.
Instead of Frangelico, though, if you wanted to do, trade out, it doesn't have to be that, but you do have to have the hazelnut.
Well, it's a hazelnut liqueur. You could also use amaretto,
Okay.
which is more of an almond liqueur.
But some nutty liqueur is what
Yeah,
you're needing in there.
absolutely.
And then finally,
Just a little bit of cream we're gonna float on the top.
what the?
So pretty. Kind of looks like Black Russian a little bit, doesn't
A
it?
little bit, yeah. It's a very similar drink to the Black Russian.
Okay.
A little more festive for the
It
holidays.
is very Christmassy.
It is. And perfect for the New Year's.
Okay, let's put that over here. See the
And those
camera?
berries probably cost as much as the whole drink. So
I don't know
eat
if you
those
can get that
sparingly.
above. I don't
Yeah,
know, but
they're
that
pretty
looks
pricey.
beautiful.
Well,
Look at
thank you.
that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, drink number 2.
All right.
Wait, can I volunteer to be a taste?
Yeah, go for it. You start drinking that, and you start
Dawn,
the
you
next
start
drink.
the party, and I'm gonna keep
Will you
going.
do me a favor?
Perfect.
Because I know I sound like I'm an alcoholic, but I probably have like 3 drinks a year at the most. Do I stir this together or drink it separate?
You can stir it together or drink it separate. Most people will go ahead and they'll take it and mix it up and incorporate all the flavors.
Now I have 3 drinks a night, so let's step it up.
Okay.
What's the next one?
All right, we're gonna get moving with the Razzle Dazzle then. She's on the
Okay.
schedule here. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pour an ounce of the Ciroc berry in.
Oh wow, that's top shelf, huh?
That is, and then the creme de coco.
Ooh,
John, this is excellent.
Well,
this
thank you.
is the styling drink here. This is the one. Who does Ciroc?
Oh, this is so
Beautiful.
good.
There you go. A little bit of bubbly in there, and we're
Rebecca,
just
are you
gonna.
allowed to drink on the job?
As far as you know.
Because if you are, you
No,
definitely want to taste
I
that.
want to try this. Look at how pretty that one
And
is.
that's a perfect one
Look
right
at
here
that.
to,
So the
to
berry
toast.
vodka, creme de coco, champagne.
Gives it a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of berry.
Oh, it
and
looks so
champagne.
beautiful.
That would be great for a breakfast on New Year's Day, too.
That's right. Breakfast.
Let's start drinking it New Year's Eve and just carry it through breakfast.
See what happens.
We're having to have an intervention for Dawn right after the
Rebecca,
show.
will you please have John over more often when I'm here?
Take a sip. Okay, so the next.
Okay, the next one is an old-fashioned. It's a square-jawed assertive drink from the 1800s, and one of my favorites.
You
This
can
one
date this drink.
Oh yeah.
Open the car door for you.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a couple of sugar cubes, and we're going to use bitters. I have a few right here. Fee Brothers is one of my favorites.
You really like that one.
That's one of
Okay.
my favorites, and you can find this on most liquor store shelves now. You want to douse that? The sugar cubes.
And an old-fashioned, right? I don't.
Old-fashioned.
Never think I've had one recently.
And a lot of people make this incorrectly because they a little bit of water to moisten everything down. You can use water or soda water, but a lot of people make this incorrectly. They'll add an orange slice or a cherry to it, and they used that during Prohibition to sweeten up the drink. The hooch was bad, and so they had to.
The hooch was
The
bad.
hooch was bad, so they had to sweeten it up.
Not the hoochie, but the
No.
I just want to make sure, clarification.
The
wanna
hoochie
make
is
sure
just
that's-
fine,
Clarifying.
but we keep that information private.
Right.
This wasn't made in the hood. This is talking about.
All right, so you've mulled that.
Yes, and so I've dissolved most of the sugar, and I'm going to rotate the glass a little bit.
And when you do that in front of your friends, they will be impressed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, they will.
They'll say, I learned this from my bartender friend. Or we'll just bring you over.
What if we do that with a beer? Will you be impressed, Rebecca?
Don't do that with the beer.
I'm going to add 1 large ice cube right there.
Oh, that is so neat. You have to tell us how you made the
Yeah,
large ice cube.
the ice cube. You've got a big.
There's got a large ice cube tray. You can find it on Amazon.com.
Okay.
The large format ice cubes.
I'll
And
get
what
that. You've got that
does-
in the freezer,
I
don't
have
you?
that in the
Oh, we're gonna
freezer.
get one of those
Oh,
out.
cool.
They're really neat.
And the reason why you put the large ice cube in is so it doesn't dilute the drink.
Can you make the ice cube out of alcohol?
No, because the alcohol won't freeze. But you can do just about.
that's
But you can
true.
do just about everything else.
Okay.
And the last thing for the drink, the garnish, I'm going to use a Y peeler, and I'm going to pull off a little bit of an orange right here. And what you don't want with your garnish is you don't want to pull a lot of that white, the pith, because the pith is bitter. And so
Oh,
you just
you
want
want
to add
really
the
the
peel.
outer
You
rind.
just want the outer rind.
And you
want to
twist
give
it
that a quick twist once around the glass and in.
once around the glass. I love it. All right,
It's so pretty.
take a look. I was going to say this one really has a different look than the other two.
Oh, great
And this is the
selection.
old fashioned. I will take a little sip and then we'll move it on down the line. Is that all right?
Aw, that's so nice
Right
of you. You know, a lot of hosts won't do that kind of thing.
Oh, now this
That's so
does
nice
have.
of you.
It's a real deal drink. It's-
Grandpa would have had this one,
Grandpa
right?
would have had that
right?
one.
It's like highballish.
It is. It's a real deal.
That's a real deal.
Yeah.
You need a wheelbarrow to get your guests
Right.
put away after that.
This is no Shirley Temple.
No,
No,
no.
Nothing sweet about that.
All right, the
beautiful.
last drink that we're doing here is what?
It's
the
a
sidecar.
Right, and it's from 1916, and there's 2 different ways to make it. There's the French style, which is equal parts, or the English style, which is a little bit heavier on the cognac. I
Okay.
like to, I'm in favor of Her Majesty, so I'm going to go a little
All
bit
right,
heavier on the
so
cognac
this,
there.
That's right. Heck with the French.
That's right.
Well, thank goodness we have low-fat calories. Low-fat, low-calorie.
Appetizers?
That's
Heck yeah.
right.
Okay, so you taking an orange? I have one of those at home. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
That makes life so much easier. It's not wasteful either. You think you're spending money on that tool, but you get everything you need out of that lemon.
Really?
Yeah, look at that.
They use those at fairs too, don't you?
You want to turn it
For their,
right
like,
on
lemonades
its
and
side to
stuff?
make sure you get everything out.
So you start with half a lemon,
Start with half a lemon. And like I said, we're going to go heavy here on the cognac.
heavy on the cognac. It's medicinal.
It is. And then Cointreau. Cointreau is very similar to a triple sec.
Okay.
So it gives that nice orange flavor, balances with the citrus of the lemon, and then you have the cognac.
And again, we're making a sidecar, everyone.
And these are the motorcycle. This one's the motorcycle, tricycle, 10-wheeler.
4-wheel drive. All right, a little more ice into your.
A little more ice in
Okay.
here, so we're going to get that going. Prep our glass next. One of the things when prepping the glass, a lot of people will dip it in straight away and then dip it into the sugar, and you'll get a lot of the sugar in the glass, even when they do a margarita. You want to go around the outside. I used a little bit of simple syrup.
Go around the outside,
Bingo.
simple syrup.
Smart.
That's the way John does it. That's the way you should do it because it's the right way.
That's right.
What is simple syrup made out of?
Simple syrup, you can make it a couple of different ways. The easiest way is equal parts sugar and water, and then you reduce it down to a syrup. And you can add things to it like thyme, rosemary, vanilla, and you can really change the
great
flavor of it. You can add
ideas.
orange peels and have these flavored syrups. So
Okay,
do
we
it.
got about 45 seconds to finish our sidecar. Shake it up, baby. How long do you shake?
Until they use me.
I've been doing it so long, it's to feel.
5,
So
4,
There you
3,
go.
2, 1. Here's the ball. Yay!
That's beautiful. Oh, sidecars. Oh, looks really good. I like that
It
idea.
does. I like doing that glass for desserts too. Simple dessert. Putting in a glass like that you do with the simple syrup.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah,
your
the
sidecar.
sidecar.
Do you do any garnish or are we done? with
You
that one.
you can add an orange to it, a little orange peel like I did with the old fashioned, but the sugar on the glass is
What's
just
that
what you
floating
need.
on the top?
All right.
Just the cloudiness from the ice, from shaking it up.
We
It's
will
a
have
little ice.
all these recipes, these classic recipes for our cocktails. Here, you take the sidecar.
I'd love to.
On fullplate.tv and also on Facebook, Rainier Full Plate. Happy New
Happy New
Year!
Year.
Happy New
Cheers.
Year! Happy New Year! Next week, New Year, New You. So party on, party on. Next week we diet.
Tomorrow we start. The day
Not
after
today.
tomorrow.
Not today.